I never expected that a cardboard box filled with old memories would completely change the direction of my life on a random Saturday morning. I thought I was simply closing a painful chapter, but a total stranger gave me a reason to believe in the future again. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Stay with me for just a few minutes to see how a single act of kindness can completely rewrite a broken life. My name is Logan Brooks, and this unusual event took place in a quiet neighborhood just outside of Austin, Texas. 3 months before that fateful morning, my relationship with my long-term girlfriend, Chloe, had come to an end after years of shared dreams. There were no loud arguments or terrible betrayals between us, but that mature realization did not make the heavy silence of my empty apartment any easier to endure each day. I finally packed away every photograph, every holiday card, and every stray piece of clothing she left behind, hoping that returning them would allow both of us to move forward. The drive across 3 counties felt incredibly long as the heavy box sat in the passenger seat next to me. When I pulled into her driveway, a wave of familiar memories washed over me as I walked to the front door and knocked gently. The door swung open, but Chloe was not the person standing on the other side. Instead, I was greeted by a woman named Natalie, who explained that she recently rented the spare bedroom and that Chloe had left unexpectedly to assist her mother. I felt incredibly awkward standing on the porch, but Natalie noticed my discomfort immediately and warmly invited me inside for a cold glass of iced tea. We sat in the bright living room while the afternoon sunlight filtered through the large windows, and the conversation between us flowed with surprising ease. Natalie did not ask about my failed relationship, but instead asked what activities I used to enjoy before life became so complicated and stressful. I admitted that I used to build beautiful handmade furniture with my grandfather before he passed away, but I had not touched my tools in over a year. Natalie listened intently and shared that the local rehabilitation center for injured veterans desperately needed a woodworking instructor to help patients with physical and emotional therapy. Natalie smiled gently and told me that listening to the passion in my voice made her believe I belonged in that workshop. A week later, a strange sense of curiosity led me to the doors of the rehabilitation center, where the familiar scent of fresh pine brought back vivid memories of my childhood. The initial class was small, including a retired firefighter named Arthur, who struggled to hold a measuring tape steady due to a severe shoulder injury. It quickly became clear to me that none of these men cared about creating flawless furniture. They simply cared about believing that they could still build something meaningful with their own hands. As the weeks passed by, the workshop transformed into a sanctuary for all of us, and my own internal healing became tied to their daily progress. Natalie often stopped by the facility after her long hospital shifts ended, bringing fresh coffee for everyone and encouraging every single student by their first name. She never asked about my personal past because she was entirely focused on helping people rebuild their bright futures. Watching her comfort anxious patients and celebrate their tiny victories taught me that love is not always loud or dramatic, but often appears through quiet compassion. One crisp autumn afternoon, the rehabilitation center hosted an open house where families walked through our busy workshop, admiring every single handmade project displayed on the tables. Natalie found me standing near the wooden doorway as the evening sun flooded the room, and she softly thanked me for staying when I easily could have walked away months ago. I smiled and told her that I had only driven across the state to return a simple cardboard box to my past, but somehow, a higher power had returned something far greater to my soul. If this story has touched your heart, please support this video by liking it, sharing it with friends, and subscribing for more uplifting content. Before this narration comes to a close, please leave a comment down below and share a specific moment when an unexpected stranger changed your life or restored your faith in humanity. Looking back at everything now, I no longer remember the heavy emotional weight of that old cardboard box. I only remember the open front door and the pure kindness of a stranger who chose compassion over curiosity, proving that endings are often just clever disguises for beautiful new beginnings. Share your opinion by dropping comments. Please like and subscribe my channel if you loved your parents.